Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Libra. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. We've got some oracles we're going to use here. We're going to throw these down first, Libra, for this week ahead energy for you. I'm always reading for the week ahead, Libra. Let's find out what's going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, after this, there will be an extended if you're interested. I will tell you about that at the end of the video. I'll also tell you about how to take part in a bunch of the sales that I have going on for private reads. Let's find out what's going on for you, Libra. Thanks for showing up if you always do, and if you're brand new, welcome. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. 3, maybe a couple more. Okay. All right. What do we got here? We've got Diamond. You'll be receiving a precious gift. We've got success assured with good plans and hard work. We've got a broken ring. It says parting of the ways in either romance or business. We've got the Claw. It says be careful, do not take any risks. And the Bow, you are highly thought of. It feels like you're going to be receiving something like a kind gift from someone. Someone that really thinks that you're all that. It feels, and I feel like it's I don't feel like it's romantically related or anything like that at this point. It feels like a parting of the ways has happened. And there is somebody here who is going to give you something kind. Now, this could be in business, the parting of the ways, a business or romantic, but it feels like somebody else is noticing that you're sort of dealing with a lot of hard stuff right now. And I feel, it says here, success is assured with good plans and hard work. I think someone's congratulating you for your hard work. You'll be receiving a precious gift. I feel like it's the parting of the ways in business. That's what it does feel like here. Tell me about this. We've got Carrot. It says opportunity or windfall. Oh, very interesting. Opportunity or windfall. Let's get a deck here. Let's find out what the tarot says about this. Tell me about Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. We've got the Hermit energy. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. We've got the Six of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Six of Wands. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the distance here. Yeah, it does feel like a monetary gift, I'm going to say, that you're receiving from someone. I want to say that the Six of Swords, I want to say that you are in the midst of some sort of transition here. And it feels like you're transitioning from like this parting of ways into something that is far more lucrative. It feels like the King of Pentacles is someone who is of some kind of influence, I would say financially, a financial influence here. And we've got this person who really really thinks highly of you. I feel like this person is going to give you some type of gift as a parting gift, possibly. And so you could be leaving your job to go start a business. You could be leaving a partnership in business to go start on your own. It feels like somebody here is giving you some sort of a parting gift. Now, when I say a parting gift, it feels like that this person doesn't really want you to go, and it feels like they are somebody who doesn't know how to bring their feelings to the surface, but they haven't been able to do that. So instead of bringing feelings to the surface and telling you how they feel about you parting ways with them, this could be in a relationship, this could be in business, it could be you're leaving a job. I think that this person actually gives you some sort of gift, like a monetary gift or a bonus, or it feels like something like that. I feel like you don't really want to go either. So it feels like you are sort of making some type of a sacrifice here, but you know that there are other things that are going to bring victory and success in your life. So I think that you're just closing out an old cycle and moving into a new cycle. It does feel like it could be work related for some of you with the King of Pentacles at the top of the reading here. I feel like this person has never really told you how much they sort of appreciated you or saw the value in you, but I think that they're going to show it by buying you something or something like that. It feels like they really do have a very nice opinion of you, but maybe you thought that they didn't like you because they were harsh with you. The King of Swords is here, and I always picture the King of Swords as somebody who feels like they're not approachable, somebody who's only interested in the numbers and the to-do list and, you know, all of those things. But I feel like this person is somebody who softens around you a little bit, or you soften them, because the Pisces energy is here. It feels like when you're around, they sort of pause for a moment, they think about what they're going to say before they say it. It feels like there is a parting of ways here, but I feel like whether this is like a relationship or business, it feels like somebody doesn't want you to go, but they're not saying so because they can't bring their feelings to the surface. If they could bring their feelings to the surface, what would they say? We've got the Strength card here. So somebody is trying to remain strong and silent. They are like the strong, silent type, feminine or masculine. We've got the High Priestess, again, an indication of silence. This is somebody who holds back from showing emotion, that they would rather hold back and have a perception or a perspective of what's going on than say anything about it. I feel like this person who doesn't usually speak, or who's usually very quiet with you, or who really hasn't said anything to you, I think they're going to surprise you with some sort of conversation, a breakthrough. They're going to say something kind about you. In an effort to not really, they don't really want you to go, but they just can't bring themselves to say, please don't go. Page of Cups is in the reverse. Yeah, they don't want you to go. Eight of Pentacles is here, because I think that you're a person who's the only person that they feel knows them well enough, or the person who is the subject matter expert at work. The Page of Pentacles is here. You're the only person that they can make a little bit of conversation with and feel comfortable. It feels like somebody here is either leaving a relationship or leaving a job. Tell me why the Hermit. Getting exhausted with being in the shadow of Mercury. Okay, Mercury retrograde. Tell me about the Hermit and the Six of Swords. You are making a transition, or you are moving away from, I think that you're finally making a decision that is going to be a really good move for you. In terms of wealth, in terms of how you are perceived in your community. Like, it feels like you are going to be sticking out amongst everybody. You could be leaving work to open your own business, and that would put you on par with your boss. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you are somebody who they respect because you have as much information as them financially or through wisdom, or that you're really highly intelligent. But this is somebody who's never really said it, but they do quietly respect you. We have the Four of Cups, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Chariot. We just got really comfortable with staying in this comfort zone of not really saying much, but talking about the weather, talking about incidental things. But I think that this person tries to make conversation with you only in this moment of you leaving. So it's like they want to say, please don't go, but they can't. They can't say it. I feel like you've been honest with them about whatever is going on here, whether you're leaving the business, like maybe you gave them notice, or maybe you've been telling them in a relationship, look, this isn't working for me. If we don't clean it up, I'm going to have to go. It feels like somebody here doesn't want you to go, but they can't say it. This person has ego. They're tied up in their ego, Libra, and it feels like they keep to themselves, or they hold back whatever they want to say. Tell me about the Six of Wands here, because it feels like this person really struggles with ego, We've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're always up in their head. Ace of Wands is here. And then the Judgment card. We've got the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this person really struggles with ego or showing their emotions on the surface. It feels like this person is somebody who is always holding back because they're always in their head. They're really, it's funny because this person is someone who's very successful. They're at the helm. They're somebody who everybody really has a lot of respect for. But this person is actually someone who gets caught in their mind. They don't really know what to say. And I think that's why they don't say it. We've got the Ace of Wands here. I think that this person is excited for you, that you are making this decision to move on your way or change your path, or to be sort of resurrected into some sort of new part of your life. And I think they are excited for you. But I feel like this person, I'm just looking at the face of this King of Pentacles. Look at the face of the King of Pentacles. This person is hard to read, right? They're just not really saying anything, doing anything, but I feel like they have a really high opinion of you. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. This could be a member of your family too. Could be a father or a mother. Somebody who doesn't want you to leave, but they know that you have to leave in order to better yourself. Got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person doesn't have the ability to be vulnerable. They keep everything shut off, shut down. We've got the Page of Swords. They're an observer. They're not really a talker. Seven of Swords, they keep everything under the surface. Wow. The Queen of Cups is here. It could be a mother, just saying. Could be someone who is a Scorpio, a Pisces, or a Cancer. A Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, right? Scorpio and Taurus are kind of like, like it's, they've got like the poker face, right? And so it does feel like this person doesn't have the ability to, we all have the ability, but this person has a really hard time with being vulnerable. The Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords here tells me Eight of Swords again, but also Seven of Swords is I'm hiding something under the surface. I think that they're trying to say it. I think that they want to say it. So I feel like this person ultimately is going to be giving you some sort of a gift because they can't really bring their feelings to the surface. It feels like this person is trying to be strong. They think that strong equals holding back. But I feel like they really see you because the Sun is here. The High Priestess is here, which tells me that they feel like they may have like a connection with you that's different than other people, that maybe that you read them or that they can read you, but it feels like they hold themselves back. I feel like this person is someone who is not really in touch with the inner self. I really feel like it's a wound this person carries. The Page of Cups in the reverse reminds me of a wounded child. And, someone who's immature, someone who doesn't have a hold of their intuition quite yet, someone who hasn't learned how to bring their feelings to the surface. So I feel that although this person wants to just grab you and say, please don't go, Libra, that they're not saying it. No, not at all. And I feel like they have so many feelings that they can't look you in the eye. It's like they can't look you in the eye. And they're just detached from their feelings. The Knight of Cups is in the reverse. I feel like when you're out of the room, they lose their crap. This person doesn't do really good with emotions, but they're great with Swords and Pentacles. They're great with thinking through things, being very logical, factual, take the feelings out of it. I'm not dealing with the feelings, is what it feels like. So we are going to go into the extended. If you'd like to come there, Libra, and we can investigate this further. We're going to find out who this person is to you and why they can't bring their feelings to the surface. Will they finally say, please don't go? Because I feel like with the Sun here, something's coming to the surface, or they're having some sort of a breakthrough about your value. The Nine of Pentacles is here. They're having some sort of breakthrough about your value or the value of the connection. And so it feels like this person is deep into their feelings, and they're finding it really hard to keep their feelings under the surface is what it looks like. They know you've already made your decision to go, And I feel like they're excited for you, but I also feel like what keeps them from telling you, please don't go, is their ego. I think that's what it is. That they're sort of in this permanent pause, like they're in this place of suspension. They can't really say it. They see that you are making changes in your life, and this is someone who is stuck in their ways, right? This is Taurus energy here, the King of Pentacles. Could be Virgo and Capricorn because we are in a general reading, but it feels like the King of Pentacles is stuck in their ways, is what it feels like. Stuck in their ego, possibly. But we're going to talk a little bit more about this. We will talk about the Judgment card. What is your big idea? What is the big decision that you've made? We're going to talk about how you're going to be moving forward here. Is this person going to say anything? Because the Hermit is here with the King of Pentacles. It feels like this person's going to give you a gift. We'll talk about that. And yeah, if you want to come into the extended, please look into the pinned comment. So you can go there to the membership link, and that's where all of the extendeds are if you're interested in that. And if you are interested in a private reading, I'm doing them live. I'm doing them pre-recorded. I do have a reading that is, you can get them as short as 48-hour turnaround time, and you can get them as long as 1 hour if you want it detailed. I do a 3-month reading. So there is 10% off the pre-records and between 5 and 75% off the live readings. Please check my schedule. It's Monday. No, right now it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday right now, but that will change, subject to change. And yeah, check that out. I'm going to go into the extended, so if this is where we part, that's cool, because I'll be back, because I'm always back, and I'll see you in the extended if that's where you're going. See you guys. Bye-bye.